Hello, my name's Sam and you're watching So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and today I'm going to do my So Hayley Jane unboxing video. As we know, it has been at the Easter weekend here, so the So Hayley Jane boxes, some of them arrived before the Easter weekend, mine arrived after, and I was at work on the Tuesday, so it went to the post office depot, and I had to go and pick it up yesterday, brought it back with me, and because I think it had been on a little bit of a journey, it was a little bit dishevelled. It's absolutely fine, but just to let you know, I have opened it just to check that everything inside was okay, because it was a little bit bashed and battered. So yeah, just to let you know that it's not a fresh kind of sticker off box this time, because I have had just a little sneak peek to check that everything was fine. So yeah, I was really looking forward to this month's box, or weekly box. I don't know whether I could keep up with a weekly box. I haven't actually. I've started the project with last month's fabric, but haven't finished it yet. So that I will keep that under my hat for now and let you know once I have finished that one. So yeah, really looking forward to this month's box. As you know, those of you that regularly watch me, I have a friend on Instagram called Karen from Two Pink Shadows, and we always like to have a little guess of what the fabric is going to be in the box. And this week we kind of did a shared guess this month, and we decided that it was going to be jersey, and it was going to have like a pattern of some sort. I think Karen went for Breton stripes, and I said, yeah, maybe stripy or some kind of striking pattern. So we'll see how close we were with our guesses. And yeah, and shall we open the box? Let's do it. So as I said, the box has been a bit bashed and battered, and it is kind of like bursting open. But I have taken this off, and as I said, I've checked and everything is absolutely fine inside. So here we go, let's open it. I have undone the sticker, and as always you get your little magazine and little clue for you there. I've got some watermelons. So I subscribe to the classic box. You can get the luxury box, the classic box and the mini box. The luxury box has a pattern, completely different fabric. The classic box has 2.5 meters of the fabric, and the mini box has 1 meter of the fabric. And then the other things are pretty much the same. I think you have one less fat quarter for the mini box and one more for the luxury box or something like that. But yeah, so I'll put all of the details if you fancy subscribing to the boxes below. So yeah, so there's our April magazine. So I'm going to dive straight into the box this week. And I've spotted these little beauties. Now, I don't know whether you can see this because they're in the plastic. Should I take them out of the plastic? Will it be easier for you to see? I think it probably will, won't it? Let's take them out. Oh, I've left one in the packet. But can you see? It's a little watermelon. How cute. Now, I don't actually have my ears pierced, which is a bit strange. I know when I was a teenager, I had my ears pierced, my nose pierced. Everything pierced, and as I've got older, I've just kind of not bothered. It is something that I quite fancy doing, and perhaps having it redone at some stage. So I will either keep hold of them until that happens, or I may pass these on to my daughter, because she does love an ear, a novelty earring. So yes. So there you go. I'm just popping the other one back on because it came off. So the other thing is that I have a little bit of a funny thing with metals. So there are only certain metals that I can pop in next to my skin. So yeah, but they are very beautiful. Sapphire frills designs, those are gorgeous. I'm going to go straight into the fat quarters. Now, if you eagle-eyed amongst you in the corner over there, I've actually got these fat quarters as meterage of fabric because I have bought them from a project that I'm doing in the summer. So it'd be great because I've got matching fat quarters. So, and it's these ones I just love, for the little sloth and the tigers and peaches and the parrots. And I know the other one, because obviously I've only got 4, but the other one in the pack of 5 is a lemon one. So I can definitely get a kind of fruity theme coming along from my So Hayley Jane. And oh wow, it is indeed. Now I normally do all the bits and pieces first and then do the fabric, but I'm just going to do it as I open the box today. So do you know what? Those of you that watch my videos, I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with white fabric, and it is totally on me, and it's because I am a bit of a klutz. I'm quite messy. I tend to get my dinner down me. I also think it's because of, you know, I just tend to do everything on the run. I do everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I never do one thing at a time, and so I do end up sometimes just making a mess. So I tend to avoid white fabrics just because nothing ever stays white for very long. However, so I just kind of need to do that little caveat. However, I think without question, this is probably one of my favourite fabrics that I've had. I think this might be my 5th or 6th box, and I think this might be my favourite fabric from So Hayley Jane. So, and it's white. So there we go. Look at this, the little sparkly cherries. How cool is that? I absolutely love it. In fact, as I said, because I had a little sneak peek yesterday before I did my film, it took real willpower not to just chuck this straight in the washing machine last night so I could get it washed and dried. I thought, no, wait, do the unboxing and then you can. So before I go to work today, that is going to go straight in the washing machine. I'll get my son to pop it on the line for me, and that will be ready to sew. And I've already got a couple of things in mind that I'm going to make it with. One of the things is the Emma blouse. It's a free pattern. If you follow me on Instagram, I actually made one in a camouflage fabric, and it's a very pretty jersey top. It's a kind of like a basic t-shirt, but it's got little flutter sleeves. I'll pop a picture up so you can see. Really pretty, great for summer. Takes less than 1 meter of fabric, so that would mean that I would be able to make that and something else. And then I'm toying between either making the Nell t-shirt, probably with the short sleeves from the Dressmaker's Closet, because I really like the shape of that one, or the Vera top from Forget Me Not Patterns, because I've got a couple of those now and I wear them all the time and they're just so lovely and so comfortable. And I'm thinking I've got some of this blue in this kind of cobalt blue ribbing, and I thought that might be quite nice to kind of like pick up another colour in it, in the Vera, and have, you know, kind of, because it's got quite striking cuffs. I could either go for the V-neck, or I could do a kind of another cow neck. You know, haven't really, I mean, I've thought about it, but I haven't really decided as yet. So, but that is definitely going to be a couple of tops for summer, and I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it, even though it's white. So yes, so I'll go on to the other little bits. We've got these Dumbledore's favourite sherbet lemons. I will be passing these on to my son because these are his favourites as well. We might have one each, so to be nice and fair. And then these lovely little bobbin threaders. And what you do is you pop your filled bobbin, or your partly filled bobbin, if you've finished, onto that, and then you put your thread on, so you've got them together. So when you've kind of finished a project, but you've got a little bit of the colour and the thread left, then you can kind of keep it together, and it keeps it holds together. In fact, 1 second, I've got one already. So I'm back again. So here you go. I've got one in use already. So, and then it kind of just keeps it all together, and you can pop it on like that. I actually pull mine out a little bit because it fits on poles, and if you put it all the way down, then it doesn't quite fit on the poles, but it works because it's bigger at the end. It just kind of pushes in, so it works absolutely brilliantly. So those will come in really handy, and they're always nice. I've got quite a few of them, and if I gift things, particularly if I gift fabric, I quite often put one of these in with some matching thread in, and it's just a nice little thing to do, because it's just something handy to have. So yes, and then of course the matching thread. I could have shown you on this, couldn't I, really? But still, yeah, so that just goes in there. I won't take that off. So the matching white thread, which is fantastic. So another amazing box. I will also just have a quick flick through of the magazine with you, because I do love to have a flick through of the magazine with my cup of tea. And we've got some 1 meter makes. Now I'm really into 1 meter, or my thing at the moment is less than 1 meter. If I can get it for less than 1 meter, then I'm very impressed with myself. So we've got the Chalk and Notch Max T, and another little knit cami. We've got Megan Nielsen sweater and t-shirt, the Briar sweater. I've not heard of that one actually. It looks very nice. And then we've got Pattern Scout comfy tee and lounge pants. In fact, that would look really nice in the cherries, you know, a kind of shorty kind of pajamas for summer. And then some hipster pants. I was actually looking for pattern for hipster pants. What I've done is I've just altered the acacia ones to make them more hipster. And that seemed to work okay, but it's nice to see kind of different patterns. So yes, great. And then you've got the 3 boxes, 3 makes, and you've got the lovely Esther there in that beautiful cherry fabric. And oh, so the luxury box, oh, that's a bit funky, isn't it? Look, the luxury box has got watermelons. It looks like it might be a cotton gauze, which is gorgeous, really lovely in that blue, denim blue, with a little pop of, I mean, it's nice and fun, isn't it? Fun print. And then so there must be another colourway in the cherries fabric. Is it still cherries? Yes. And it's in the blue. And actually, even though my aversion to white, I think I actually really prefer the white colourway. It looks beautiful in there. In fact, the Kilo wrap dress is one that's on my wish list to make. But I don't think I'd make a wrap dress all in white, because I think then I'm asking for trouble, aren't I? But yeah, so that's nice. So I'm very happy with my fabric. And then the Fat Quarter Project with the lovely Tamlin, which is one of the round patches. I make these pouches all the time, and it's just so lovely to see like Tamlin's kind of take on all of these, and her instructions are really lovely, really clear, and I just love getting inspiration from the Fat Quarters, because I do quite a lot of crafting, and I have lots of scrap fabric left over from lots of projects, and so it's always nice to have that inspiration. I really enjoy that part of the magazine. And then the Makers Gallery, we've got the lovely Suzanne. I love everything that she makes. I follow her on Instagram, and I'm always really excited to see what she's going to make out of the boxes. And she's made the Dressmaker's Closet blouse. I think it must be the Pussy Bow Ava blouse. And it looks absolutely stunning, really, really lovely. So yeah, and then lots of other inspiring makes, and then we've got my lovely friend Dee, who has made her favourite Cigaro set. She made quite a few of these, but she kind of adapted the luxury box check fabric, which looks absolutely brilliant. She is sewing _Cinderella on Instagram, and definitely worth watch. She's been making shoes. I mean, shoes. I have to say though, her shoes I would like display in my house on a shelf in a heartbeat, but I don't think I could walk in them. I mean, Dee manages perfectly fine, but I'm not sure that they're the shoes for me. They look absolutely stunning. But yeah, so if you fancy following her on Instagram, well worth a watch. And then we've got some more pattern picks, which is great. Oh, I've been looking for a square neck top, actually. I might have to have a... If anyone knows of any good square neck jersey patterns, then pop them in the comments. I always love to hear about new patterns. And yeah, and then we've got a Jennifer Lauren interview, which is fantastic. And then Hayley's little links. I always just like to know what Hayley's up to, which is nice, what she's reading. I really need to up my game with my reading. I got quite a few books for Christmas, and I started really well, and I was reading a book a week. And I've just kind of let it slip a bit because I've just been so busy. Which isn't an excuse really, because you can always fit reading in. You can read before bed, you can read, but I've not been very good at it. So yeah, I might I have actually read The Secret Keeper, so I might need to perhaps find another book that will interest me. Again, if you're reading a really good book at the moment that might kind of spark my interest, then pop it in the comments. And yeah, and some baking. So very exciting. So what's in my box? I like to read it off here so everyone knows what's kind of come in the classic box. And it is 2.5 meters of cotton jersey, and it is it says five Gone Wild fat quarters. Now have I got 5? 1, 2. I've got 4, but there we go. 4 Gone Wild fat quarters. I think it is 4 in the classic box and 5, so it might just be a little typo. And then the Bobbin Buddies, Gutterman thread, watermelon earrings, the magazine, and then sherbet lemons, which are vegan, which is good to know, isn't it? So they're not gonna last very long in this house, so that's fine. So that's what's in the box. So thank you very much for joining me for my unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you fancy subscribing to a box, I'll put all the details below. I buy my own box. It's £35 for the classic box. So all of these opinions are my own. I just love an unboxing, so I thought I'd share it with you. So have a lovely day. I will see you soon in another vlog, and take care. Bye for now.